Hey y'all, it's your girl Leah and I am back with another video. Y'all, I am bringing y'all another story time. Y'all, this story time literally had me in my car cracking up the other day because I literally forgot about this. And I've been seeing like people have like put up videos about the time they crashed out and stuff. And I thought about the time that I was beefing with my ex's whole family, the whole family, y'all. I was about to get dragged, okay? I was about to get dragged. I was so young and just all over the place, and I feel like this relationship really changed me in so many ways. But I'm gonna get into the story time. So let's start off by calling my ex Steve. That's gonna be his name, and I'm gonna tell y'all how we met and so forth. So I was very young when I met Steve. At the time, I was talking to somebody else and I was really feeling that person. And then Steve, he was just like so outgoing. He was just like, look, he told my homegirl, like, I want her and I want to talk to her. I was like, girl, I don't know. But at the time, I did not know what Steve even looked like. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go see who she's talking about. So once I went to go lay eyes on Steve, I was like, oh yeah, he's fine. He's fine. So long story short, I ended up stopped talking to the boy that I was talking to. And it wasn't nothing serious really with us. So it was kind of easy to like start talking to Steve, I guess. So I started talking to Steve. We got really close. He lived like an hour away from me. At the time, I was working like 2 jobs, doing like side little modeling gigs and stuff like that. So we was, on my days off, we were always together or trying to figure out ways to be together because he lived like an hour away from me, and plus he had like a busy schedule too. So eventually like the distance started to like get to him and stuff like that, and he wanted to spend like more time together because like I said, I had a busy life, okay? I was a busy gal back in the day. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take off from like a week from both jobs, and that way I could spend like a whole week at his house or whatever. And I got along with his whole family, so it just made even more sense. I'm like, that could be bonding time with like his mom. You know, when you're in these young relationships, you think that this is the person you're gonna marry, so you're gonna get along with everybody. I got along with all his sisters, I got along with his brothers. It was cool. It was you know, it was one big old happy family until this very week that I took off, y'all. So the first 2 days was cool. You know, we was all playing games. It was around like Christmas time. It had to be around like Thanksgiving, I'm gonna say. I can't remember if it was like Thanksgiving or Christmas, but y'all, it was cool. We was playing games. I was hanging out with his sisters. His brothers would be cool too. They'll be over there playing. Then his friends would come over and play. Like it would be cool. So on the third day, y'all, the third day that I was there, I had went to sleep and my phone kept going off, I guess. I don't know. I was asleep. And Steve woke me up. He hit me with your phone keep going off. And I was like, okay. Like I just brushed it off type. Y'all, my light died. So I'm going to just keep recording like this. Honestly, I really don't even care no more. So I'm like, it's like midnight hours, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, who could be calling and why is he so upset? So he was like, we're gonna call the boy Justin. Justin is the one that I was talking to before I was talking to him. He was like, Justin is calling your phone and I'm trying to figure out what the F Justin wants. Mind y'all, him and Justin knew each other. They were never cool. They just knew of each other. Justin was not a fan of Steve. He just thought that Steve was like a troublemaker, and he just couldn't understand, like, why would I be dealing with somebody like that? Like, he just didn't understand it. Honestly, before that time, like when me and Steve had got serious, I wasn't even talking to Justin anymore. So I don't know why he would even be calling my phone. So I was very confused about that. So I'm like, hold on, like I don't even talk to Justin like that. And he was like, and I'm going through all your messages, like your at the time it was like Facebook or whatever. He was like, I'm going through all your messages on Facebook, and I'm seeing people that I'm cool with, like all in your messages, and you never told me. Who is doing all of that? Like, I've never replied or anything. I don't even know. I know the people that he hangs out with, very often. But other than that, I don't really know people that you know. Like, we live like an hour away from each other. We did not go to school together. I don't know who you know, sir. So calm down. And why are you getting mad at me because the people you know are in my messages? Like, what? Okay, but the whole Justin thing, Justin calling, I can see, because, like, why is Justin calling at 1 o'clock in the morning? Like, do y'all be talking on the phone or what? But y'all, it wasn't like that. I don't know why he called me. I just, it was so random. So I'm like, first of all, you need to relax. I don't know why Justin called. Like, I don't talk to him anymore. I'm just like, telling him what's going on, what's happening in my life. So he's not trying to believe me. He was like, no, I knew that you was messing with him. I knew you was messing with him. You act like you wasn't trying to come over here as much no more. I knew that you and Justin was messing around. So I'm like, okay, that's not the case. And since we're going through phones, let me go through your phone. So he was basically like, nah, why would I let you go through my phone? You're just mad because I went through yours and you have shit in there. I didn't have anything in my phone. You just seen what you saw, and that was not something that I did. Justin calling is very weird. So I'm like, how about you call Justin back and see why he called me? Y'all, that pissed him off even more. Why would I call Justin? Justin ain't my mans. Justin, you was supposed to have been like that. No, that you was messing with me. You want to go back to that week? I'm like, how? Like, I was so confused. I was like, what? Like, what? How did we get here? I'm like, I'm just putting it out that you can call Justin. Like, I don't have issue with you talking to Justin, trying to figure out why he's calling my phone at 1 o'clock in the morning. That was the wrong thing to say, I guess. So after he did all that crashing out or whatever, he goes outside with his brother. Y'all, so I don't know what happened, but this man ends up butt dialing me or whatever. And I hear his brother like, yeah, I've been told you not to trust her or whatever. My mans had told me about her. And I'm like, I don't even know anybody that his brother knows. So he just talking. So I'm on the phone. I put my phone on mute. I'm literally just listening to the whole conversation. I'm just baffled at the fact that they outside smoking and talking about me. And then the brother is lying, talking about his man's told him to tell his brother to stop talking to me. Like, why is you lying? We don't even know the same people. And me and his brother, we have like a love-hate relationship type. Like, sometimes he would speak to me, sometimes he wouldn't, and it was just like whatever. And one time I was like left at their house by myself, and he had told his brother like, yeah, what if she has another man in the house while you be going to work? Like, just be putting like crazy thoughts in his head, and that just like rubbed me the wrong way. It pissed me off about him. And I just like, I don't know, he just be saying stuff just to say it, or he just really just don't like me. But whenever we'll be around like as a collective, he was like, cool. I don't know, it was so weird. But anyways, back to the story. Them being outside talking about me was crazy. So I hear his friend like, bruh, the messages don't never lie. Women is more sneakier than men. Women is more sneakier than men. And then I hear Steve talking about yeah, I just, and she know I don't F with Justin. I don't F with Justin. I've been told her I don't F with him. Mind you, y'all, Steve and Justin never had no issues. They just know of each other. They never hung around the same people. They don't know the same people really. They just know of each other. So Steve saying that he don't F with Justin is so weird to me, because what? Y'all not even from the same hood, and like y'all don't even be with the same people. So it just don't make sense. I guess it was because like I had talked to him or whatever previously. I don't know what it was, but it was giving very much weird. Like, what are you talking about? So he comes back in the house and he literally like sits at the end of the bed. Mind you, I'm tired. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, I'm in the house listening to the phone call after he, like, before that, you know, like, I'm just like, do I stay up or do I go back to sleep? Like, now I'm uncomfortable. Like, do I go home? Like, what do I do? Like, mind you, I didn't took off a whole week to be here. Like, my house is not around the corner. You know, I'm gonna have to take like the train back home. Like, I need to figure out like what we finna do. So he comes back in the room or whatever, and he gives me this dirty ass look. It's like I did something to him. I didn't do nothing to him. So I'm just trying to, very confused on why you're looking at me like that. So I was like, so what's up? Because now I'm irritated. And then I didn't heard you and your brother and your little friend talking shit about me. So what's up? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. He was like, I mean, like, I don't even know how to handle this. Like, I just feel like, you know, you kind of like played in my face. I said, I gave you the option to call Justin back and you chose not to. I'm not playing in your face. He randomly called me. I don't know what he want. I'm like, you can still call him. He was like, and then you keep repeating that shh. Because I didn't know what else to say, y'all. I kept repeating it. I did keep repeating it because I honestly, truthfully did not know what to say. What do you want me to say about somebody randomly calling my phone at 1 o'clock in the morning? So anyways, I tried to let the whole thing die down or whatever. He was just like, man, I'm about to sleep in the living room. I was just like, okay, like, you know, and I went to sleep peacefully. It was cool. The next day comes, we're good or whatever. He's not really like himself, but he is like being very much weird. Like, you know, it's not really weird, but it's like, let me not like ruin the whole mood, the whole day, but I'll just act like I'm putting up with it type. So that's the type of energy that he was giving me. But I was just like trying to brush it off because I felt like if I needed to match energy with him or had to match energy with him, it was just gonna be, I was just gonna end up going home because I can't be in awkward places like that. So the day was cool. Now that next day, y'all, I'm like, okay, like, are you gonna sleep in the living room or are you gonna come lay in the room with me? Because if so, I'm gonna go home. So he was like, no, I'm gonna come back in the room or whatever. So mind you, the brother, he's there and I'm looking at the brother like with filth, y'all. I just can't stand him because I just can't believe he said that. Like, so the brother was just looking at me like, he was just like, like he would just be saying like little stuff under his breath, like, man, these and like saying, like, not completing his sentence. It's just so irritating. I'm just like, oh, shut up or say it. That's how I feel. Shut up or say it. And he didn't do neither. So I could not stand him. So that next day, y'all, he come, well, because now the next day, whatever, he woke up, he was in the living room, and now the next day. So we're getting ready for bed or whatever, and I noticed that he charged his phone in the living room. He did not charge his phone in the room. And this was like the night that like he came back into the room. So I'm like, why would he charge his phone in the living room? I was like, since he gone through my phone, I'm gonna go through his phone. So y'all, I have never went through anybody's phone until that relationship because I just felt like, why did you felt the need to go through my phone? It's crazy. And then I didn't even know how he got my password, which means he already had been plotting to go through my phone. So now I feel like I gotta go through your phone. So I walked into the living room, he was asleep or whatever, and I seen that his phone was charging in there, and I went through his messages. Bro, he was texting this girl like, good morning, how you doing, when I'ma see you, all of that. So I'm like, I'm looking at the messages, bruh, I can feel myself like I can feel myself holding back tears. Like my eyes is wide open, just like fighting the tears, y'all. I'm talking like I'm ready to like literally like go in on this man. I'm furious, like I'm pissed. So I'm literally like, is he serious? Like this is not real life. Like this is not real. Like I mean, if I've been cheated on before this, I did not know. But this is real time. I'm actually seeing the messages. I'm seeing, like, this cannot be real. So I'm like, do I sleep on it? Do I say something? Like, you know, because I can feel myself shaking. I'm feeling myself shaking. Mind you, the girl that he's texting, I'm not sure if I know her or if I don't know her. Like, I'm like, I feel like I started going through the photos or whatever. I couldn't find a picture of her, but the name that he had her under, I feel like I knew her. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do what he did to me. I'm going to wait. Y'all, the next morning, he wakes up. I'm in the living room. Mind you, I never went to sleep. I was up all night, y'all. Like, he had me up all night. I'm sitting up like... I'm sitting up on the couch like ready. I'm so mad. I was pissed. Like, I was mad. I'm like, you coming at me whole time? You've been texting this girl talking about something. When you gonna see her? Oh, you telling her when you free? All of this. I'm like, you really living like a double life. You really trying to like get at her. Like, you can saying none of my messages even showed that I was talking to somebody like that. So he comes in the morning. He was like, what's up? Like, you didn't sleep in the room. Like, what's good? I'm like, what's good is that you charged that phone in the living room and you've been texting this girl and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with y'all. And he was like, what are you talking about? When I tell y'all that what you talking about pissed me off, because it was like, you know what I'm talking about. So why are you playing in my face? You just did all of this to me, and you probably slept in the living room so you could talk to her, so it didn't look like you was doing something or with somebody else. So, which was giving very much weird. So I'm like, you've been texting this girl talking about linking up and how like good morning and this and the third and how you free on this day. And actually he was saying he was free on the day that I was leaving. So I was very, very, very much confused on like what on that scene that he said, oh, what you talking about? What you mean? Because you was ready to let me go home and then go chill with the next girl. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I was like, I'll show you what I'm talking about. He was like, show me. I was like, you want me to show you for real? But I'm so smart, y'all. I was like sending screenshots to myself. So he was like, show me. It's nothing in my phone. I said, okay, I'll give you your phone and you show me what I'm talking about. Because I already had the messages. So I said, okay, how about I leave? I go home and you talk to her. Y'all be together. How about that? So then here comes the brother that gets on my nerves. He comes walking down the hallway, y'all. And he's like, oh, she back on that BS, bro? She back on that BS? Loud, very much loud. I was like, no, how about this time he's on that BS? Since you all in the business, he's on that BS. He was like, my bro don't be doing nothing. He good to you. He love you, bro. He love you. I'm like, no, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. Ask him who he's been talking to. So I start sending the messages to him because I want him to know that I have the messages in my phone. I'm like, and I'm going to ask her too. I'm going to press her out too. Like, what's going on with y'all or whatever. Mind you, I was not going to ask her nothing. I ain't going to no woman. I'm not coming to nobody as no woman. I don't care. If you feel like you got my man, you can have him. I'm not coming to you as no woman. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear your side. I seen what I seen and I got the answers that I need. So he like, my bro love him. No, my bro love you. My bro love you. I'm like, you need to mind your business. I said, that's the problem. You need to mind your business. I said, and then the other day, y'all was outside talking. Meanwhile, he butt called me and you talking about some, oh, your mans had told you about me. I said, you don't even know me. We started getting into it in the house. I said, you don't know me. I was like, yo, dusty ass, always walking around here with a stink ass attitude. I was going in on him. To the point where like Steve came over, he was like, bro, chill. I was like, it's no chill. I said, y'all were outside talking about me and you got all this mouth to say this, but you never said it to my face. How about you say it to my face? So mind you, I'm getting so hype. I'm getting mad. So I see the brother, he's getting amped because now he like, what? Like he pulling his pants. You know how men be. He pulling his pants off. I'm like, what are you pulling your pants up for? Like, I'm getting like so mad. So mind you, I'm sitting on the couch and they're standing. And Steve was like, you need to stop. You need to stop. I'm like, I'm not stopping nothing. I was like, he always running his mouth. I was like, he all in my business and what I got going on. You talking about invisible people that are not even telling you anything. You don't know nothing about me. We don't even know the same people. So stop lying on my name. So the brother is like, you're mad because I told my brother not to F with you. You're mad because I told him not to mess with you. You mad. You mad. You mad. So I started standing up, y'all, because now I'm really getting mad. I start standing on the couch. I'm standing on these people's couch with my shoes and all. I'm like, ain't nobody mad. Ain't nobody mad. I was like yelling, like, oh, I can't really remember vividly what I was saying. But I remember I was pointing at him. And I was like, you lucky. You lucky. You so lucky. I was like, I would have my cousin slap you. Slap you. Because it felt like we were like in a street brawl, y'all. Like, I didn't forgot that, like, this is my man brother. Like, I forgot. So his mom ends up coming out the room and she's like, what is going on? What is going on? I was like, 1, your son is a cheater. 2, this one won't shut up. I'm start going in, and then the brother is like, no, she's mad because she was cheating on Steve and she was doing this, that, and the third. I said, cheating? What is cheating? What is cheating? What is cheating? How was I cheating? And so I'm yelling. We're yelling to the top of the lungs. Our lungs in that house, literally, y'all, it was like 7 in the morning. It was very early in the morning. It was super duper early. So the mom was like, first of all, get your feet off my couch. She was like, get your feet off my couch. I was like, now, because he's standing up. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand up because now I'm getting rowdy. And when I get mad, it's no chilling me. Like, I will fight your mama if I have to. I will fight whoever because now I'm pissed. So I'm over here literally standing on the couch. I have my phone in one hand and I'm pointing at him in the next. So I'm like, y'all really got me effed up in this house. Y'all really got me effed up. So the mom yells out, I didn't even do nothing to you. I didn't do nothing to you. Let me stop yelling. So she's yelling like, oh, I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't do anything for you to be saying that. Don't be in my house being disrespectful. I'm like, no, y'all been disrespectful. Your son is in here yelling at me, telling him lies and stuff like that. So Steve is like trying to like calm me down, but I'm like over that. I'm past that. I'm like, no, Steve, you got this girl on your phone. Who is this girl? So he like, why? He was like, why are you even going through my phone? Why are you even going through my phone? So I'm like, you lucky. Like, if I find out who that girl is, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna blast both of y'all. So the mom is like, I'm gonna tell you one more time, get off the couch. Get off the couch with your shoes. Get off the couch with your shoes. So I end up getting off the couch with my shoes, y'all. So she was like, come in the room, let me talk to you. So I'm like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. So I started going in the room, into Steve's room, and I start packing my stuff. And she comes like in the door frame, and Steve is like standing like behind her, and the brother is still running his mouth in the hallway like, these little dumbass young girls, da 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 da, like still talking. And I'm like, how about you go get your baby mom? He was like, oh, that's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to say. You don't want to come at me like that. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to fight my baby mom. I'm like, how about you go get your baby mom? So then Steve was like, ain't nobody fighting. Ain't nobody's fighting. I'm like, no, me and his baby mom finna fight. So Steve's mom come and she's like, let me talk to you. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to none of y'all. I'm gonna get my stuff and I want to go or whatever. So I packed my stuff, y'all, and literally I asked Steve's brother on the way out, I was like, oh, so are you calling your baby mother or what? He was like, you're a dumbass young girl. What the? Go ahead, get out, acting like he putting me out. So I'm like, F all y'all. As I left, I was like, all y'all. All y'all. So the mom was like, F me. I've been nothing but good to you. I took you in like a daughter. You gonna say F me? Mind you, me and her was close, but I don't know. I just always felt like moms gonna always take up for their sons or whatever they're doing. And I felt like maybe she knew what was going on in that situation. So yes, I did say F you and I left, y'all. My best friend lived probably like she lived like a couple blocks away, so I ended up taking a taxi to her house or whatever. Steve was texting my phone, and basically it was just like what you said was hella disrespectful. You disrespected my mom. Like, it's one thing for you to be getting into it with my brother, but like for you to be yelling out F y'all to like the whole family, that's crazy. I did not care, not even a little bit. I was pissed off because I just felt like when he was mad, it was like F me. Now I'm mad, so it's F y'all, okay? So I didn't talk to Steve for like 2 days. He did not talk to me after he sent that message. It was cool. Like, I was cool with it. Then I go on social media and I see that Steve and this girl like literally posts a freaking picture on Facebook, y'all. They posted a picture, him and a girl posted a picture on Facebook. And honestly, like after I had left, I never even searched up the girl to even figure out if I knew her. No, none of that. Like, I just was like, you know, I said what I said and it looks like there's no turning back, and I left it at what it was. So when I seen that there was a picture up or whatever, I sent it to his mother and I was like, wow, like that's crazy. And then she texted me back and was like, I knew nothing about them. And then she was like, I'm still not over the fact that you said F me. She was like, I was nothing but good to you. And because the picture was at her house. So I was like, dang, like, where they been chilling? So that's why I had sent it to her. I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Like, and you told me you knew nothing about this. So, because we were close. And honestly, when I look back at it, I was dead wrong, because even my mom had to tell me, she was like, why would you send that grown woman a picture of her son and that girl? And she was like, that's not your friend. Don't be disrespectful. And I was disrespectful for doing it. But at the time, I was just moving off hurt. And I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I sent it to her. I sure did. And basically she was just like, look, I was nothing but good to you. The way you exited my house and said F all y'all, that was very disrespectful. She was like, I have nothing but love for you. She was like, I looked at you like a daughter. I'm not in their situation. I don't know what's going on. I have never even seen that little girl a day in my life. And I was just like, yeah, sure. And I was like, but this is at your house. And she was like, what did she text? She texted me back something like as if she didn't know. So she was like, you're absolutely right, and I will be checking that situation. And then I never text back. So basically, I guess she was gonna say something to him about like even that the picture was at her house with the girl or whatever. So Steve texted me and was like, oh, so we send the parents pictures of other people. What the are you doing? You left and you said the F us, da da da. I was like, but you're literally linked up with the girl. And how I knew it was the girl, because when he tagged her in the photo, the same name that he had saved in his phone was her name on Facebook. So I'm like, and he was like, don't nobody be saying ish when you be talking to Justin. And I'm like, that's old. Like, you know, I never talked to Justin before then. Oh, well, after the situation. So for him to keep bringing that up was corny. So the girl ended up making a post or whatever, and she literally tags Steve and the brother. And you know, when you follow people, you can kind of see the, you know, that they tagged them or whatever. And she was like, it's always the old bitches that be having issues. And I'm like, is she talking about me? She can't be talking about me. She ain't never at me. So I didn't know who she was talking about or whatever. And I just was like, okay, like, can't nobody be checking me over Facebook. Like, that's, if you ain't checking me in person, yeah, no, it ain't, it ain't gonna go nowhere with me. So I seen that post or whatever. It was cool. So then Steve texted me probably like 2 days later and was like, I feel like if we don't, you know, get back together or anything, I really do think that you owe my mom an apology or whatever. And I was like, I don't owe nobody nothing, but for the sake of me and her being close before, I will apologize or whatever. And y'all, literally probably we let like 2 years go by and we ended up getting back together. And I ended up apologizing to his mom, and she ended up forgiving me, and she understood like where the hurt was coming from. And she was just like, she was just hurt that like she knew that I was mad, and she didn't take it personal. But then later on, she was just like, dang, she just felt like I should have had came in the room and talked to her about what was going on, because that whole weekend she was like blindsided. She didn't know about the whole messages thing, and then them being on the phone talking about me outside and stuff like that. But me and her ended up being really cool, and we started like talking again. Sometimes she's like texts me here and there, and she'll just be like thinking of you and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, I was beefing with the whole family. I was ready to rumble with the whole family, okay? But yeah, that is my story time about how I got into it with my ex's whole family. I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Please subscribe and like this video and comment below. Bye.